But I realized it was entitlement. Although my mouth never said it, I never said the words, I never said it. But my heart was screaming, God, you owe me.
Misery. Who gon' protect me from all my enemies? Who gon' walk with me throughout this mystery? And when I feel like I'm failing, keep giving me the victory.
So when I lived a worldly life, when I say worldly life, let's just say a life where I didn't aim to please God, nor did I care to. All right. When I transitioned from that to striving to live a life that was Christ centered and ultimately please God, right? When I made that transition, I didn't know it at the time, but I realized years later, man, that I carried this sense of entitlement. So in this process, although I didn't see it at the time, I would eventually discover that I had a lot of entitlement towards God. What do you mean you had a lot of entitlement towards God? Just stay with me. I got y'all. But I realized it was entitlement. Although my mouth never said it, I never said the words, I never said it. But my heart was screaming, God, you owe me. I gave up a secular music career where I had a whole catalog of music, God, that I believe could have really helped me make it. But I gave that up, God, you owe me. God, I'm not talking to all these different women. I'm not fornicating. God, you owe me. Where's my wife? God, I stopped doing this. I stopped doing that. I stopped going here. I stopped going there. God, where are the open doors? Where is the favor? Where is the blessings? Hear me. I had a lot of entitlement in my heart. The crazy thing about it is that all of these things that we feel we had to give up, they weren't good for us anyway. Listen to me. It's almost like when we are doing these things and we're like, we stopped doing this, we stopped doing that, we gave up that, we act like we're doing something that benefited God. The truth is, it was beneficial to us that we gave that up. It was beneficial to our life that we stopped doing that. It was beneficial to our mind that we gave that up. It was beneficial to our souls that we let that go. It was beneficial to our destiny that we let him go or her go. Hear me. We act as if these things that we are giving up is helping God. I think this is so key and critical to me because I think that we can be on this journey and we have expectations and desires for God to do things that he never said he would do. And we find ourselves in frustration. We find ourselves in disappointment. We find ourselves in these seasons where we feel as if God is not moving and God is not good. But the truth is that we may have some expectations and desires that God never said he would fulfill. So you're probably asking yourself, what's the purpose of this message? And although I'm not 100% clear, I do think that people still struggle with this. I do think people still struggle with this process and this transition. And they might be even disappointed right now as this message is happening. They may be frustrated right now. But take this from me. Humble yourself or God will. God had to humble me. God will take me through some seasons. And what I learned through these seasons and through this process, man, is that The only thing that I was deserving of was death, an eternal separation from him. The only thing I was deserving of was a life of perpetual pain and misery because of the choices and decisions that I was making with my life. But hear me, his grace, his mercy kept me together. It held me up. It strengthened me in some of the weakest moments that I've ever experienced in my life. It was him that was keeping me, not my intelligence, not my resources, not money. It was him. So when we start to get beside ourselves, God will humble us. He will bring us to our knees. Or we can choose to humble ourselves. What does that look like? God, I am not even worthy of how good you are to me. Woo! God, I don't even deserve all of the favor, all of the blessings, all of these things that you have allowed to happen in my life. God, I'm not even worthy of it, but you still gave it to me. It's a good God. And man, I can tell you right now, y'all, there's so much freedom in humility. There shouldn't be any contingency clause in our worship or in our commitment to God, meaning that, God, I'll serve you, I'll worship you if you do this. I'll love you with all my heart, all my soul, and all my strength, and all my mind if you do that. There should never be any contingency clause in our worship and in our commitment and in our walk with Christ, y'all. Listen, I pray that this bless you. I pray that it encouraged you. And I really believe that a lot of people are still experiencing this, man. And hopefully this brings a little light to help you along the way. All of that entitlement, all of that pride, all of that ego, God can work it out your heart. I'm a living witness to it, man. And I can tell you right now, it's so much freedom in knowing that I am deserving of nothing, but yet he gives us everything. We're deserving of nothing, but he gives us everything. That is a God that I will commit to, worship, and follow for all the days of my life. I pray that this encouraged you. Pray that it bless you. I love you all. Be well. Be blessed. Take care.
To the day I die, I'ma live by this one thing. God first, God first. Put God at the top, make it all work. God first, God first. Put God at the top, make it all work.